Welcome to my channel Rekha Datta English Classes. Guys, today I'm going to make a video on present participle time references, and this request has come to make this particular video has come from one of my subscribers, and he wants me to make a video on this very particular topic. So today I have chosen this topic, and before we start with this topic, I want to talk about a little more about participle. And as you know that what is participle and how it works in a sentence, you know all things. But today again we will be talking a little about participle, so that again you get an idea what is a participle. So as we know that participle, it is V4, okay, V4, the fourth form of the verb, and it works like an adjective. Since we are talking about present participle working as an adjective, this is our topic and how it makes a time references. Okay, so present participle working as an adjective, this is going to be our topic. As you know that if V4 is there and we are adding some helpers to it, that is helping verb, is running, was jumping, has been writing, so it starts making tenses. And we are actually not going to talk about this tenses stuff. Rather, we will talk about present participle working as an adjective in the sentence. But sometimes problem occurs, as we know the definition of present participle working as an adjective is that there should be V4, the ing in the first form of the verb, and after that we should have a noun. And if there is a noun, we should understand that it is present participle working as an adjective. But here I want to tell you one more thing, guys, that if you find that V4 is there and immediately after it you are getting a noun, every time you don't think that it is working as an adjective. Sometimes gerund also takes an object after it. Understand? So if I say jumping jack or laughing Buddha or screaming bird, so it really defines the noun which is coming after it. But if I say playing chess, okay, or watching movies or listening music, here it is not working as an adjective. It is not describing the music. Watching movies, it is not describing the movies. But if I say screaming bird, automatically it is describing the bird. A screaming bird means the bird which screams a lot. Or barking dog means a dog which barks loudly or which always barks, barking dog. But we cannot say listening music. Listening V4 and then music noun comes. Or we cannot say watching movies. Watching V4 and then this movie noun comes. So gerund also takes an object after it. How are you going to identify whether it is a gerund or whether it is a present participle working as an adjective? So the best way to identify whether it is gerund or an adjective, just try to get to the core of the meaning. Try to understand how it is working. If I say watching movies is my favorite pastime, so you try to make it Hindi or try to learn it in your own mother tongue. If you are if you are Bengali, or if you are Maharashtrian, or you belong to South India, try to get the meaning in your own mother tongue. Immediately you get the meaning. Watching movies is my favorite pastime. Movie देखना मेरा favorite pastime है. So it shows an activity. It is not describing anyone. Okay. And sometimes one other problem occurs, that is, when there is a present participle phrase. And as I told you that if there is a present participle phrase and it is starting with ing form, and after a few more words added to it, it is going to hit to a noun, you understand that it is a present participle. But yes, one more way is there to identify whether it is a gerund phrase or present participle phrase. You can do one more test, that is this part, the present participle phrase part is there, and then either a noun comes or a verb comes. If a noun comes, it is working as a present participle in the sentence, and if the verb comes, remember that it is working as a gerund in the sentence. Okay, so if I say sleeping on if I say sleeping all day in the cozy blanket, Ravi felt good. So sleeping all day long in the cozy blanket, this much is present participle phrase. Okay, Ravi felt good, so it is hitting a noun that is called Ravi. So you get to understand, this is a present participle phrase. But if the verb comes after it, sleeping all day long in the cozy blanket is really a good work. It really gives comfort. Okay, so it is hitting a verb, so you get to understand, this is gerund phrase. One more way to identify a gerund phrase is that, if you put this or something or it or someone in front of it, I mean this much phrase is there, and if you're putting this, it, something, someone, you again understand that it is a gerund phrase. So you can say something gives me pleasure, something is this is something which gives me pleasure, or you can say this is means this you are adding in instead of this you are adding in place of this gerund phrase. So you can say sleeping all day long in cozy blanket is really awesome. Okay, so you can add this is really awesome, or it is really awesome, or something is really awesome. So you get to know that this is a gerund phrase. Okay, now let's come to the topic. We were talking about present participle working as an adjective and showing time references. So one way which I really want to talk about, that is, when two things are happening to one after another, and two actions are happening, two things are happening one after another, and you see that there is no time gap between these two actions. There is a zero gap between these two actions. You understand that it is a present participle showing no time gap. Okay, in time references I'm saying. So I can give you an example. So you can say, seeing the snake, the boy turned back, or seeing the snake, the boy ran away, or seeing the tiger, the boy ran away. So here we find that two actions are happening one after another. One action finished, immediately after the first action the second action happens, and there's a zero gap. So this is a simple sentence, that seeing the tiger or seeing the snake, Tom runs away or Tom ran away. So if you want to make the sentence complex sentence, so we can say, as soon as Tom saw the snake, he ran away. So here, as soon as Tom saw the snake, so this part is actually subordinate clause, and Tom ran away, this is main clause. You understand a complex sentence, I suppose. I don't know whether you have this idea of knowing a complex sentence or not. Do you know or not? I don't know. When I'm giving you an example, so you can say another example I can take, like hearing the sound, the baby woke up. So see, there is no time gap between two actions. One action finished, immediately after that the second action happened. As soon as the baby heard the sound, he woke up. Now it has become a complex sentence, but in simple sentence, hearing the sound, the baby woke up. So hearing the sound, present participle phrase, the baby, it hitting the noun baby, woke up. Okay. Same way we can say reading the letter. Suppose someone has got a letter, it's very emotional kind of letter. Someone has got after a long period the letter from the beloved one or the loving person. Reading the letter, he started crying. Okay, reading the letter, he started crying. So here, as soon as he read the letter, he started crying. So this is complex sentence. Now, these were the time references where we find that there's no gap between these two things. Now, let's see another one. So, one more thing here I want to say. So, in a book prescribed for UP Board Intermediate College, there was a example, and it shows time gap with zero time gap, and the sentence was, being hungry he ate food. But in my opinion, it is my personal opinion, that being cannot be added to these kind of sentences where there is no time gap. There's zero gap. There's zero gap. So being, actually, what is this? It shows cause or reason for some action to happen. If some action is happening, it actually shows the reason or cause, and it gives a kind of background explanation for that action. So if I say being tired, he slept early. So here, being tired, he slept early, you cannot call it a present participle time references of zero gap, because we see that being tired, he slept early. Here, the things are not happening immediately after happening one thing, the second thing is not happening actually. There is a gap actually. Being tired, it shows the reason, the cause for his sleeping. So you cannot say that being tired, he slept early, it can come into this zero category, zero gap thing. So actually it shows, if we change it into a complex sentence, it would be, because he was tired, he slept early. Or if we take another example, being a doctor, he knows how to prescribe the patient. So here also being is giving a kind of reason. So we can say, because he is a doctor, or since he is a doctor, he knows how to prescribe a patient. So being, actually we cannot use for showing no gap or zero gap. Being new to the city, he got lost. Because he was new to the city, he got lost. So it's showing an action, so it is actually showing an action where there's no zero gap. In my last video, I talked about using of present participle after the object of verb of perception. I saw him coming, I found him sleeping, I felt him singing, or I heard him criticizing. So after the object of verb of perception, if the present participle comes, remember that it's showing two actions are happening together. So if you say, I saw the snake crawling fast. So I subject saw, verb of perception, saw the snake object, crawling present participle, fast adverb. So I saw the snake crawling fast. So this sentence can be changed into complex sentence. If I say, the snake was crawling while I saw it. So the snake was crawling, this is the main clause, while, this is a conjunction, remember, while I saw it. So it is a subordinate clause actually. Okay. So same way we can take another examples too. If I say, I heard the birds singing in the garden. So how can you describe this? See, I'm going to explain it in this way. I heard the bird singing in the garden. I subject heard, that is verb of perception. The bird object, singing participle. In the garden, this is present participle. This is prepositional phrase showing the place. I heard the bird singing in the garden. The bird singing in the garden while I saw it. Now I have changed it into complex sentence. I heard the bird singing in the garden. This is a simple sentence. Remember that we have only one verb, saw, and participle, that is singing. It is not a verb because there is no helper in front of it. We can take another example. I felt the water flowing down my face. The water was flowing while I felt it. They saw the children playing in the park. They saw the children playing in the park. You know, this is very common thing. Actually, we don't analysis these kind of sentences. If you analysis it well, you get to know, oh my god, we are using only one verb. I saw the children playing in the park. But if you ask these two, some normal teacher or maybe normal person, they cannot explain it in a nice way. They will not tell you, oh, there's only one verb. They will tell you there are two verbs. They saw the children playing. They will say playing is also a verb, but it is not a verb. They saw the children, it is verb of perception actually. They saw the children playing in the park. The children playing in the park while they saw it. I have changed it into complex sentence. Right? She saw the flowers blooming in the garden. The flowers blooming in the garden while she saw it. Okay. She saw the flowers blooming in the garden. In Hindi we can say, उसने फूलों को खिलते हुए देखा, बच्चों को खेलते हुए देखा, पक्षियों को गाते हुए सुना, है ना? तो we see that these kind of sentences where we see the verb of perceptions, object, and then we have this participle, present participle. Here we see that two things are happening together, such kind of sentences present. So this was the end of my video. So hope you liked it. If you like it, please like this like button and share it. And also comment me if you really like this video and tell me what kind of video you want from me. And if you are satisfied the way I come with my videos and I explain. I really want to know it. Thank you so much.